Russia is not for everybody. In fact, anyone who thinks about moving here, I always tell them, come visit first. For those who are really disturbed by over-wokeness or non-traditional values, yeah, you're probably going to like it here. But not only those types. Liberals can find it just fine here too. There's a variety of things that can attract people to move to Russia. Let me cover a couple of the questions you had first. And yes, you hear sirens because I live near a hospital, so there's ambulances going by. First of all, your question about Putin. Now, whatever people think of him abroad, domestically, he takes care of the country. And that's why he's extremely popular here. Whether or not he would get whatever he got in the vote, he would have won the vote no matter what. He's extremely popular here. During Vietnam, even before Watergate, Nixon was extremely popular because the economy was doing good, despite Vietnam going on. And Putin is very popular here. Does he have some detractors? Sure. Does he have some issues? Sure. But he makes the country run, and he's rebuilt it over the last 10 or 15 years to the point you would not recognize the same country 10 or 15 years ago. Does Russia have issues? Of course, every place has issues. So it depends what issues are important to you. Taxes are lower. Guns are more restricted. So if you're one of these people that wants absolute freedom in guns, not your place to go. You can still get guns here, though, just not the way it is in the US. The winters are long, but you could always move down south to Sochi where they have palm trees. Russia does have warm places. It is not communist. People who think it's communist are products of the American public school system. What can I say? I would say that, in fact, Russia is probably more capitalist than the US at this point, or at least more free market in many ways. Some things are, some things aren't. We have way more competition in telecommunications. We have way more competition in internet, TV. We have way more competition in most services here. Freedom of speech? Well, some things you're more free on speech, some things you're less. When it comes to political discourse, yes, you don't have a lot of freedom of speech when it comes to political discourse, but stay out of that. To be honest, yeah, it's a nice thing. I'm not dissing it, but for all the people blathering in the US, how much of your freedom of speech has ever changed an election from the individual standpoint? Not a whole lot. You get two preordained candidates that you're given to give you the illusion of a choice anyways, neither of whom give a crap about the citizenry. But in daily life, the government doesn't bother you here. It's not this draconian intervention. Most people have never seen anything about Russia except for selected YouTube videos or in movies or something, and those are not accurate representations whatsoever. In fact, in your daily life, there is less interference from the government than there is in the United States for most things. So most of your life, you're going to be freer to live it with less regulations interfering with you. Is there bureaucracy? Yeah, but Putin's made that a lot cleaner too. And I would say in most things, it's less than the US. It depends on what it is. Running a company is a little bit more, but even then, you can run a company here pretty easily. Taxes are lower here. Income tax is 13, maximum 15%, although it is going up to 22 next year, but only for very high income earners, only above a certain threshold. That's about all I can fit in 3 minutes, but go ahead and ask questions in this post and I'll be happy to answer them and tell you anything you want to know about Russia. The good, the bad, whatever.